Okay, two things to do at this point. We'll want to first get some databases set up, some local Postgres databases, one that is specific for Prisma and then another specific to Drizzle. And then we'll do the Prisma init step where we can initialize Prisma, get our Prisma schema, all of that good stuff. And we'll talk about why we're not doing the same kind of equivalent thing with Drizzle. Okay, so first thing, let's get into PSQL so that we can create some databases. So in here we can do create database. And we can do Prisma DB. Once that's done, same thing for Drizzle. So let's do our Drizzle DB. All right, cool. So that's there. Let's quit out of PSQL and let's go over now into our project and we can initialize Prisma. And if you've worked with Prisma before, you'll know it's npx Prisma init using the Prisma CLI to initialize a new Prisma project. That gives us this Prisma directory. We get schema.prisma, defaults to Postgres, and defaults to database URL as the environment variable here to use to connect to the database. Why don't we swap this out right now, actually? Let's do Prisma database URL instead. And we can put that into our .env file. Let's replace that. We have got this default connection string. I'll put in my credentials here, my very secret and super strong password. And then this is going to go to Prisma DB like that. Let's actually do the same thing for Drizzle while we are here. Let's get our Drizzle database URL. That's going to, of course, point over here to Drizzle DB. All right, so environment should be good to go, and our schema is started here for Prisma. In the next video, we'll actually start to build out the schema and get some tables kind of represented in our schema. So at this point, we're not actually going to do anything to initialize Drizzle in the project. We're not going to use anything from Drizzle Kit to get things set up. And that's because we want to start by looking at how Prisma works in its very simplest form. And same thing for Drizzle. For Drizzle, the simplest way that we can start to use it is just to pull pieces of it in to start querying against an existing database. So what we can actually do to get ourselves a little bit set up is why don't we make a new directory and we'll call it DB. That's going to be here. Inside we can have a schema.ts. So we'll go into DB and we'll add schema.ts. That's going to be set up to go. That's going to be for Drizzle. That part will come a little bit later. But for now, that's all we really want to do to set up things for Drizzle. So in the next lesson, we're going to look at getting our schema set up for Prisma, and then we'll load in some sample data to work with.